Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I'd also like to add our thanks to the Chair and to his committee for this important and very timely report. One thing the report rightly focuses on is the lack of a coherent trade strategy, as he mentioned. I know his committee have previously said that the DIT's approach was flat-footed. Does the honourable member agree that we haven't been helped by the fact that over the past 3 years we've seen trade ministers arguing with each other during ministerial questions, and one former Secretary of State spending most of her tenure obsessed with her Instagram posts and coffee orders?
I know what the Honourable Lady says, and she does tempt me to go down some interesting rabbit holes. I'm not going to argue with her on any of the points she raises, except agree with her on one specific point. That call for a trade strategy from the government is universal. It's from all sides of the political spectrum. It's from just about everybody who comes in front of us. They do not know what the UK government is trying to achieve. It looks like piecemeal to piecemeal. It looks like they want to come back waving bits of paper to say trade deals in our time, just for the sake of the piece of paper. And the problem with that approach is that down the line in years to come, areas that haven't been defended properly are going to see economic damage. And what is the government going to do about that economic damage? It's going to come to them. It is, for instance, mentioned that farming, fisheries and forestry will see damage, and I think the New Zealand trade deal was the Australia trade deal. But that is not being dealt with, and this sausage factory approach isn't good enough. And what will happen in the end to that is people who have been damaged and suffer that loss will come complaining to the members of Parliament, quite rightly, because they will be experiencing that. They don't realise it's coming down the line to them, but when it comes, it's going to be sore.